Good evening, viewers. Welcome to tonight's edition of the Regional News. We begin with news from Haiti. Haitian demonstrators protesting against crime in the city of Les Cayes on Tuesday burned a plane belonging to U.S. missionary group Agape Flights, according to local media reports and an Agape spokeswoman. The protesters entered the local airport in Les Cayes, even though police fired tear gas at the group, according to a video of the incident filmed by online media group Cayes Info. The video shows dozens of people approaching the plane and pushing it down the tarmac. The plane is later seen on a street apparently near the airport, where it was set on fire. The organization is still gathering information about the incident, the spokeswoman added. It was not immediately evident why the protesters had targeted the plane. The incident followed peaceful protests in other parts of the country in which activists demanded that Henry's government do more to address gang violence, including constant kidnappings. Now for news from Peru. Peruvian President Pedro Castillo survived on Monday an impeachment vote in Congress that fell short of the votes needed to oust the leftist leader 8 months after he took office. Overall, 55 lawmakers out of 130 in the unicameral Congress voted in favor of the impeachment. Congress needed 87 votes to oust Castillo. The result will avoid a new political crisis in the short term, although Castillo's administration has been turbulent anyway, with 4 cabinets in less than a year in office. Castillo, a former teacher from a peasant farming family who shot to prominence when he narrowly won election last year, has been facing accusations of graft that he strongly denies. He survived an attempt to impeach him late last year. Still, Castillo is facing a plummeting approval rating, which is hovering around 25% according to an IEP poll published over the weekend. In sign of the pressure Castillo is under, prosecutors earlier in the day raided the homes of some of his former officials and relatives who are under investigation for alleged corruption. Protesters took to the streets in Lima, the capital, over the weekend, calling for Castillo to be voted out of office. And finally, in Mexico, the parents of 43 Mexican students who disappeared in 2014 have expressed outrage after experts accused the armed forces of hiding evidence. A new report has revealed that Mexico's military failed to disclose that the students were under surveillance at the time of their disappearance. Neither the Navy nor the Army have commented on the report. One of the report's authors said that investigators had hoped that they would have found out by now about the fate of the 43 students, but that it had been impossible due to destruction of evidence and the spinning of a lie at the highest levels. The 43 studied at an all-male teacher training college. The college has a history of left-wing activism, and the students regularly took part in protests. On September 26, 2014, a large group of them traveled to a nearby town to stage a protest against what they saw as discriminatory hiring practices for teachers. As they were traveling back to their college, they were confronted by municipal police who opened fire at the buses they were traveling in. In the chaos that followed, 6 people were killed. Some students managed to flee to safety, but 43 vanished after the clash. And that concludes your regional news. Thank you for joining. Good night.